Good morning, guys. I think we should be live here. Cheers. Here's our scripted part today. Alright, cool. So, our Daryl Green video that we worked on yesterday was pretty good. Had really good metrics, but they didn't give it to that many people. It looks like they've yoinked it. But we did get 3 new subscribers out of it. And people. That's over 100%. Good morning. Top of the morning. Juliet. Top of the morning, Juliet and Elena. Thanks for joining, guys. A little late today. That'll be the last time. That'll be the last time I'm that late. Time for an alarm. So, yeah, like I was saying, our Daryl Green video did okay, but a new French press is what it's time for. You're exactly right. Aw, thanks, Juliet. So yeah, we had, if you can, 73% stayed to watch for our Daryl Green video, plus 27-second average view duration, which is good. On a 25-second short, they'll call it 26, but it's really 25. But so it was good, and plus we got a couple great comments. Plus somebody was like, my favorite player or something like that. Like wrote a really good, nice comment about it. So that's if that was why it was a success. So because like I said, I was right saying yesterday nobody is going to be making a Daryl Green short, and we probably were the only ones. So people appreciate stuff like that. So is it a million view TikTok dance? Like maybe not, but it's a lot higher quality. And that's what works in the long run. So we'll keep focused on that. Don't really know what we're headed for today, so if anybody has any ideas, they can shoot them out there. There were a couple good games last night. Baseball's in the championship series. Bills have lost 2 in a row now after looking like they were undefeated to start the season. Similar to the Eagles. So, we've been doing a lot of football recently, which is like, it's okay. It's the time of year to do football, So I don't know if we're going to stick with that today or what. I was working on... we'll probably drop that most rigged game ever, Lakers versus Kings, as a longer form YouTube piece, definitely this week. We'll say that. I have it mostly formatted for the Phillies are out. Dodgers won last night. Mariners are looking really good. The Mariners we could do a Mariners short at some point, but maybe an Ichiro short. I don't know. We do have... I haven't looked at our audience in a while, but historically the people of Seattle like our stuff. Let's go, guys. We're killing it in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much. Let's see. Can you see that? No. This is our metrics from the last month. We're a little down on views, but it's okay. We'll get back up there. But this is sorted by average watch time. No, it's not. No, it's not. But still. Seattle's actually not that much right now. New York being at 36 seconds is good. That's good. All right, guys. We'll figure it out. Phillies are out. That was rough. Happy October 14th. We're already halfway through October. Wow. Couple birthdays coming up. Only done, yeah. All right. Jeez, guys. All right. We might stick to football because what am I doing here? Look, I'm looking at our breakdown, and I released. It's one thing. We're only at 2 football shorts in a row right now. I know it's time's flying, but we're only at 2 football shorts in a row right now, and we're peak football season. And here in the early football season in September, here I am releasing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 non-football shorts in a row. That was a couple weeks ago, but then we've done 2 football, 1 basketball, 2 football. So I think it's okay to do another football just because it's football season. Baseball is playoffs. But with baseball, it's we could do a baseball short, but maybe not today. Maybe we go back to the NFL top 100 list is what I'm thinking. Because there are 100 of them. I could look if there's an NBA top 75 all time. I think that's for the 75th anniversary of the NBA in 2021. I want to do it. We'll do a Darrelle Revis short at some point. I mean, we got anybody, Atlanta. We can do shorts for anybody. We got to do a Night Train Lane short. The point is, whatever one we pick will make it good. So we just gotta pick it. Like, I'm totally cool with the outcome of the Darrell Green short. We got 3 new subscribers from it. Everybody nobody, it was not like everybody didn't like it. They just didn't give it to that. It's same as the Lawrence Taylor short, you know? So we're going to just keep doing stuff like that. But it wasn't Atlanta. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it was worth it just for that one guy's comment, you know? It was completely worth it. Oh, who's that? I don't even know who that is. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, so that one comment made it more than worth it because that guy was very happy to see the short, the video on Darrell Green. And thankfully, that algorithm did its job. It got that guy the video. There are definitely more people like that guy that it didn't show the video to, but hey, I'm not. At least he saw it. You know? That's what I was thinking. So this isn't in any list in particular. We've already done a Ray Allen short. He was on the top 75. Can you see that? We could do a Carmelo Anthony. This is what we're going to do come basketball season. So that's why I'm thinking maybe we hold off on this for now. But we've got this whole list of the NBA top 75 to go to for basketball season. So whenever one of these teams is playing, similar to what we're doing with football. But for now, for football, I could look up already who's playing on Thursday. Yeah, like the short we released today, we could even release it tomorrow. Who's playing on Thursday? Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. It's a good one. Division rivalry. The Troy Polamalu one, is he even on here? He's not even on the list. Steelers have 7 people on this list, which is a lot, you can see. But Troy Polamalu wasn't one of them, but Jack Lambert, Rod Woodson. Or do we do a Night Train Lane one? I'm trying to post more content to the TikToks and Instagram, so if you guys want to suggest a video that we haven't put on TikTok or Instagram as a good one to upload, let me know. Maybe we do a Barry Sanders one, because Barry Sanders' name got thrown out there a lot when we were doing. Because I don't want to flood it. I don't want to flood it, Juliet. Is why. I'd rather slowly train the algorithms than dump a whole bunch of stuff on them. But YouTube is the priority. So, priority is still making another one. I'm thinking we'll do Barry Sanders, because his name came up a lot in Who's the Greatest. No, I like giving you. I think I have some crazy theory, Julia, that we do much better on YouTube because I treat them with somewhat exclusivity, Like I don't release the other places other than YouTube immediately. Like YouTube gets it exclusively for at least a day or two. And I have some crazy theory that I think it likes that. If you have any backing for that, I don't know, but that's my theory. Like, cause we do so much better on YouTube than other places. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think YouTube likes that I release stuff there first, and I don't release it to other places the same day. You know, there's definitely YouTube exclusivity, and I think they like it. And I've also noticed little things like when I post a popular video some other place other than YouTube, like either a week or whatever, however long later, then that video might get a boost on YouTube or might get tested. Like it seems like then they start showing it again. Not a lot, but like little bits. It's just something I've noticed. Call me crazy, but I've definitely noticed that. Plus our videos on YouTube do much better than in terms of raw views. Although I've been posting to my Facebook, and I think I'm getting a lot of views on Facebook, but I that's just like from my personal page. I gotta like make another page. We'll do a Barry Sanders. I mean, it should be fun. Lions are relevant again. He left the Lions because they were never good when he was there. He was on the Lions the whole time. Like, football season's going to be over before we know it, guys. It's already mid-October. I think this is the time to be making these stuff. Maybe not. Maybe people don't. Maybe people want this stuff in the off season, but it's just what it's the lane we're in right now. As opposed to chasing trending content or making more memory-based content trending. Good morning, Clarks. Time for some football. Like, they gave us... We'll work on this one. This is going to be good. We're going to have to do a Reggie White one. We'll have to do all of these. Alright, well, first we gotta find some I don't...
Yeah, man, we got to give it to Barry. One aspiration to high, automatically a one step removed from the thing itself. He's able to master his relationship to all those.
Okay, I don't know if I love how. I don't know if I love that, actually. I don't know if I love that. Maybe Reggie White? $200 We'll go back to Barry Sanders, but we could do Michael Irvin. We got to do Michael Irvin. He's been a hit maker for us.
Miles an hour. Love him when he's on your team, and you hate him when he was playing for somebody else.
Showtime.
All right. Yeah, we'll do a Michael Irvin. We'll do Michael Irvin. He's been a hit maker for us. Big time. Makes sense. He's been on in the Jerry Rice video and the Deion Sanders video. It's time for him to make his own main character appearance. Now, I remember Michael Irvin as a Cowboy a little before my time. But I do remember when he was a player, so. And he's clearly he's a great media figure. Very entertaining guy. He's got a bunch of great quotes in here too. Jeez. Yeah, he definitely deserves it. He's got I'm looking at the comments. We're going to have to find these cold opens in here. We got like too many cold opens to choose from. It seems. Maybe we'll become the Michael Irvin guy.
He was 100 miles an hour on your team, and you hate.
All right, well, we'll get this going here. He definitely deserves it. Okay. All right, we'll get this up here shortly.
Have so much courage, you feel it. That's the truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
People like that quote. Apparently. It's the most replayed.
Run the damn football.
Michael could get in front of the entire group.
We'll run on them.
Gee, yeah. Let me see this, guys.
It wasn't self-serving. It was because this guy. And did Michael want to do good for himself? Yeah, absolutely. But Michael, more importantly, wanted to do good for the team.
They stop.
Team player. That's former squad material.
We can't run the damn football.
Michael could get in front of the entire group.
We'll run on them all day. Let's go. Damn day. All day.
And everybody knew that it wasn't self-serving. It was.
Those three, Troy Aikman, the quarterback, Michael Irvin, wide receiver, Emmitt Smith as running back. They won 3 Super Bowls together. I think it was 3, yeah, in the early 90s. And had a mini dynasty.
because this guy really wanted to win. Michael Irvin was arguably the hardest working guy that I've ever been around. 110s just to, prove that 16 was going to be easy. Guy who wanted to be great. Had to be great in other areas.
I think we gotta use this one as a cold open. It seems like it was everybody's favorite moment in the YouTube video or the NFL's video.
Go get it. Let's do 'em. I'll go get it.
Alright, guys. They're still commenting on that Michael Irvin video. So, this is going to be good. Again, nobody's probably doing this right now. Except for us.
Man, you fearless. You're fearless. Boy, you have so much.
He would get hit by a truck.
Everybody would always come to me talk about Michael, man. You fearless. You're fearless. Boy, you have so much courage. You fearless. That's the truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I would say, Michael, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly that line hits with a lot of people. It's basically you just got to keep doing what you're doing or you go back to where you were. And I saw another video yesterday. It's like at a certain point you realize you're closer to, this is Nipsey Hussle saying it, R.I.P., you're closer to where you're going than where you came from, so you might as well keep going. It's kind of the same idea, but we're gonna have to. It's clearly it's the most replayed moment in the video by a lot. Clearly resonates with a whole bunch of people, probably a whole bunch of our audience as well.
Or you go back to the ghetto. The truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I would say, Michael, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
And the good news is we'll do what we did yesterday and we'll extract the audio or extract the voice and then we'll put it over something different so it's not the NFL's classical dun 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll just continue on with the. Then we'll show them running some slants, getting some touchdowns. Maybe no impact effects. Yeah, it's good. You know, I think that's the connection. You get the connection. Every 3rd down and 7. So 3rd down and 7 is like a difficult situation to be in. You know, you need there. That's when they're calling on him. And he says you run that slant, and a slant is a dangerous route because a slant is over the middle, so you're gonna be hit if you catch it.
Come to me talk about Michael, man. You fearless. You're fearless. Boy, you have so much courage. You fearless. That's the truth of the matter. That's the truth of the
Start here probably, right?
truth of the truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I would say, Michael, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
This is a great line. He's from Miami. I don't know. Probably he went to the University of Miami. So we'll isolate the voice here. Plus, not many people have seen this video recently. I mean, people have. If you go to the comments, this is from the NFL's Michael Irvin top 100 video. There's still somebody commenting yesterday on it. And you can see even 3 days ago, people are pointing out that, quote, too low on the list, should be higher. They called him the Playmaker, I guess. Didn't know that was his nickname. The Playmaker, due to his penchant for making big plays in big games during his college and pro career. Alright, well, we gotta incorporate that too. He's from Fort Lauderdale, but he went to school at Miami. So I was close. All right.
The truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Michael, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
And we can have we can put whatever we want over it, / music wise. For the music, let's see what we're feeling. Because I don't know if this is the
truth of the matter.
Yeah, we'll put it over something. You guys like the song that we picked yesterday? It's hard to beat HE? What? Did you mean to write TO? Hard to beat. He? Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a great one. I know. I'm looking for more stuff like that. Well, when was the last time we released how long has it been since we released Jerry Rice? Not that long. It's just not long enough, unfortunately, you know? Like 2 weeks. It hasn't even been 2 weeks. Feels like longer, but that's too it's too recent for us. It was it was like 12 days ago. But it's just still too recent. You know, because that was our last like big watch video. So what? We're gonna release another one with it, and it's just they're not. It's unlikely that one. They're not gonna show it to a whole bunch of people because they just saw us make a wide receiver short with he, or however you pronounce it. You get what I'm saying? You get it. It's just we'll get there, but. That's something I went to ChatGPT to try to find songs similar to that one, and the ones it suggested are just not even close. I'm definitely using ChatGPT less and less. It's but it's still good, but I think it's best for word processing. Like writing things. As long as you actually do the writing. If you do the writing and then it'll have it help you edit it and you say, no, I want it more in my voice, it might give you some good suggestions. But just suggestions, really. There's still the structure. And anyway, that's why we haven't been using ChatGPT as much.
The truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Michael, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
People are going to love that cold open, but we just got to pair it with a good song. What are the trending YouTube songs? Maybe if I hear one of those. Something that maybe hasn't been on the charts very long. Never even heard of these.
Why was the gift?
The Fate of Ophelia. Should we use The Fate of Ophelia, guys? Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't worry.
How true music is born.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that one. I've heard that one. Maybe that one. Something slowed. Or we could do impact effects. That's always an option. Nope. This might be a good one. This one's trending right now. I've heard this one before. Canceled? Is that a Taylor Swift song, Juliet? You heard that? Is it about... Yeah, I haven't heard the new album yet. And I guess the song is perfectly relevant for the theme of today, which is the cold Michael Irvin cold open quote, which I translate to, keep going, aka don't stop, aka run that slant on 3rd and 7, or you go back to the ghetto. So that makes sense to me. Hear my thoughts on what? Canceled. But Taylor's never been canceled. What's she talking about? She's never been canceled. I'll look up the lyrics. You thought... It's just, good thing I like my friends canceled. That's just, is it ironic? Is she joking? She's joking, right? She's joking. She surely is joking. I do not like her using profanity. She's using profanity. That's not cool. Don't like that. I'm reading the lyric. Let me... If you're an artist and you have to use profanity to get your point across, you can pick a better word or work a little harder, Taylor. Did you make a joke only a man could? Were you just too smug for your own good? She likes her friends canceled, which is a lie, but we'll leave that there. I like them cloaked in Gucci and scandal. Don't know what she's talking about. She's saying she's edgy? Is that what she's saying? Guys? That's what I'm reading. She's just bragging about being edgy. I think. That's my read of the first half of the song. She's like bragging about being edgy. Slash bragging about her friends being edgy. And it's just not, I don't find the song lyrics to be very true. I find them to be very fake. That's my read of it. Good things. I like my friends canceled. Canceled. I guess she's saying that it reveals who her friends are. So now that she's claiming to be canceled, she's not canceled. Or claiming to have critics, that the real friends show up, which is true. That's more true. If you I guess this is the bridge. She's standing up for women who have been canceled. I don't see how, really. Or criticized. Oh, is it the whole strong woman thing? Taylor's. Now they've broken you like they've broken me. I do not like the message of this song, but we'll leave it at that. I do not like the message of that song. Not very unifying message. Not a very unifying message. It's very non-unifying, I would say. Plus, she's the biggest pop star in the world. I don't want to upset my loyal fans here. We're gonna. That's yeah. I don't want to upset my loyal fans. Who is she doesn't name any names. She doesn't give any details on who. And the she's implying people are getting canceled for making jokes like a man. Is that what what is she implying people get canceled for? I guess I could go back to the lyrics, but what is she implying that people get canceled for? Girl boss too close to the sun. That is not. I'm gonna go out and say that's not a unifying message. It's maybe for one gender. What does she mean when she says something wicked this way comes? Is that a reference to something? To a dark fantasy novel. They discover the carnal. Well, it's inspired by Macbeth. That must be a line from Macbeth. Well, no, I don't want the AI. Something wicked this way comes, concluding phrase of a famous line from scene 4 of Macbeth, Act 4, scene 1 of Macbeth. She's saying she's a witch. She's saying, yeah. So she's saying she's a witch? Is she's saying she's a witch, guys. Like straight up. Am I wrong? I guess it's October, so I can be okay with that. It's deeper than that. But again, do you see how I'm saying that this is not a unifying message? Is that it's a very I'm sure it's deeper than her saying she's a witch, which she is saying she's a witch though. That, and I'm sure there are other levels to it, but do you see how what I'm saying when I say it's not really quite unifying? But I guess it's what she's dealing with. She likes poison thorny flowers. Underworld. It's just demonic stuff, guys. Sorry. Demonic stuff. That's enough of that for today. We choose to run a slant over the middle on 3rd and 7 instead. All right, that was very interesting side note. Thanks for that's my and that without listening to the song, just by reading the lyrics, it's my initial critique. I will listen. No, people just hate on Brittany Mahomes, which we're not trying to hate on anybody, and I'm not trying to hate on Taylor Swift, but also I don't appreciate the demonic messaging being blasted to billions of people. There's a reason for that, guys.
The truth of the matter is, truth of the matter is, every third.
That sounds terrible.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7. I said, Michael, you run that slant, or you go back to the ghetto.
That sounded terrible, guys.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7. I said, Michael, you run that slant, or you go back to the ghetto.
Don't love it. Don't love this song over this one.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7. I said, Michael, you run that slant.
Just too distracting. Too distracting. We're going to have to find a new one. This one, that one might be a good one. Brittany Mahomes is not canceled. She's just not very popular. Wonder how this one's gonna work, guys.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7. I said, Mike, you run that slant, or you go back to the ghetto.
It's pretty good.
The truth of the matter is,
I'll try it.
the truth of the matter is, every third down and 7. I said, Mike, you run that slant, or you go back to the ghetto.
You guys hear that? No, you're not even on CapCut. My bad.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7. The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7. I said, Mike, you run. The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7. I said, Mike, you run that slant, or you go back to the ghetto.
It's hard. It's hard, guys. Am I wrong? Thanks, Juliet. Keeping that crown today. Let's go. It's already been an hour, guys. Jeez. Well,
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
it's such a good. The guy is a way with words. Clearly, he's given us some great cold opens already, and this is his third about himself, talking about himself, which is great. We have used this song before. I think for the T.O. Juliet, this is the song. This is the song we used when you're here. This is the T.O. NFL's Baddest Man song, I believe.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7. The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike.
I would say.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
So good. People are going to love watching this. Who said what, Elena? Who said what?
The truth of the matter is, I said, Mike. I said, Mike. The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
I forget the cold open we had for the TO one, if we even had one, but this is way better.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
I don't really love...
You run that slant.
We gotta split these up.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto. Or you go back to the ghetto. Or you go back to the ghetto. The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto. You run that slant The truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Maybe just for all of them.
I said, Mike, the truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
That looks okay, doesn't it, guys? Those captions, can you see anything? That's Michael Irvin, Elena, saying that. Yeah, that's Michael Irvin, like, saying what he would tell himself. That's Michael Irvin saying what he would tell himself on a 3rd and 7 before running a slant. Like, he was known as the guy that you could go to on a 3rd and 7. Like, 3rd and 7 is a precarious situation for the team. You know, it's almost, you got a long way to go on 3rd down. But he would be the guy they go to in those situations. And a slant is a slant is running diagonally across the middle of the field if you're a wide receiver. Right? You can imagine that. Not a post would be if you ran straight and then cut diagonally. A slant is basically just running straight diagonally. So a slant is a dangerous route to run. They call them routes because it is over the middle. So that's where all the defenders are. Or not all, You've got your cornerback on the outside with you guarding you as a wide receiver. But then when you run a slant over the middle of the line, you can get hit by a linebacker, a safety. And so it's a much more it's a danger. You're going to get hit if you catch the ball. Although he sometimes he could take him the whole way. But basically he was just telling himself, you keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. He's a Hall of Famer. He's on the top 100 list of all time. He's still working in football almost 30 years after he retired.
The truth of the matter is,
do we like that? Those captions? I guess we go gold. I'm thinking we go gold. What do you guys think?
the truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto. The truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Okay. guys be thinking of any possible clickbaity titles we could use, descriptions, stuff like that? We are going to post this today. We're actually almost there. I mean, we just got to get the video now. Do we show him driving at the start? You know, in his, like, what is that, Benzo? Does that work better? Or should we get a game footage?
Has lived his
The truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
That doesn't really make sense. This is the one they had over it.
The truth of the matter is,
But this
every
doesn't.
3rd down and The truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that.
That's kind of good because it sets up like showing him getting hit.
The truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Better? I think that looks better, no? Well, what about this, Juliet?
The truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and
That's good.
the truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Thoughts? And we just need a couple more. We can maybe end it on that. I think that's better as an ending scene than a beginning scene, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying, guys? No, we gotta have that one.
Those seasons, Michael Irvin was a show.
Known as Playmaker.
The truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
That's a good one, right?
The truth of the matter is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
What a catch. Yeah, I hear you, Juliet, but just didn't. I hear you. I think this looks decent, though. I think this looks pretty good right now.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
I love that clip where he bats it up to himself, catches it. Oh, that's a great. We gotta flash. We gotta say playmaker at some point. You know, guys. We gotta flash like Mike. Yeah.
In Dallas. Before Terrell Owens.
Yeah, and he really was the precursor to a lot of these guys like Randy Moss, T.O. The point is, he's definitely former squad type of guy. Had a way with words, fearless. Exactly. Exactly, Julia. That's why we're backing up. The whole idea is to provide cues and then back it up with visual receipts, and that's what we did there. And that's what I felt like that's why it was lacking on the car. That's what was lacking on the car clip. It wasn't. It was. I get. It was juxtaposing, like you were saying, but that's not. Juxtaposing is not the same as providing receipts, if that makes sense.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
All right, we're getting there, guys. We're, like, believe it or not, almost there. We only want it to be maybe about 22 seconds, I'm thinking. What was his number was 88, so we're not doing 88 seconds. We're going to have to do a standalone Emmitt Smith short at some point. We'll get there. Do we do a high school short? Or not high school. High school. College clip of him at Miami? This is a good one. Maybe that's what we'll do for the first one. Although I do love that. We'll see. We'll see how this looks. Looks like the driving at the start.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
trying to work on the vision, you know? And I'm not sure. I think they like offered to retire his number, but I think he declined or something like that. Like he like Des Bryant wore his number, or no, CD Lamb's wearing his number these days. I guess all the great Cowboys receivers wear his number. Maybe. I saw him saying something like that. Like he didn't want his number retired because now. It was funny. It was like now if CD Lamb makes it catch wearing his number, the people say, "Oh, that's just like Michael Irvin." And then if he doesn't make a catch, they say, "Oh, well, Mike would have caught that one." Okay, guys, we'll get here. We'll get done here soon. Excuse me.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Thoughts, comments, concerns so far, guys? We don't need two of those back to back, but all right, well, this is close to the length we want. See what it looks like, see if there are anything else we got to get in there.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto. The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Maybe just like one more clip.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
All right, we got a couple catches, 3 catches in a row, and maybe I'll switch a different celebration. That's a little standard. Show making. One more, right, Elena?
The truth of the matter is, every third down is.
This is better than the one I had.
Flamboyant as Michael was, I think there are a lot of people who probably misunderstood that for self.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Oh, that's funny. We just gotta get like one more clip in there, guys. Well, I'm sure you guys like those celebrations, no? Thoughts on those celebrations, guys?
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
We need to make him one more catch or something.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
And like, gotta show him running past people too. Right? That wasn't even Troy Aikman.
Was not the fastest guy in a race, so he had to be great in a
Let's see how this looks, guys.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Is that clip good enough?
The truth of the
I don't
matter
think it
is,
is.
every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto. The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Maybe no blurred background today. Could be sweet. Could be
The
good,
truth of the
guys.
matter is, the truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
You like the clip of him doing lunges? Well, that's in there, isn't it? It is. Right there.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Do we need captions on screen? I realize, do we need to say Michael Irvin anywhere? Or do people get that it's Michael Irvin and we don't even need the captions or the text?
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto. The truth of the matter
Is this too...
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto. The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
That's a little confusing. Yeah, we're gonna... That clip's not gonna work, unfortunately.
Was that way as a receiver.
Way better. That's just good. I mean, the other one was just a little too confusing. We're almost there, guys.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Thoughts, comments, concerns, or these clips? Did I butcher the clip of him doing lunges that you liked, Juliet? Because it's too big? I think you can still get the idea. I just don't want to blur any background, you know?
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
We gotta throw our logo in there. Excuse me.
The truth of the matter.
That's better be in there in the beginning, no?
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
I like it, guys. Send it? What do we think? Send it?
He was 100 miles an hour off the field, and he was 100 miles an hour on the
Oh. Send? Question mark? How long is this? 25 seconds? It's a little longer than I thought.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
I like it. I think it's good. 2 zoomed in? On what? On the playing or on the clips? Alright, well let me... Alright, we'll get it... Alright, final... Now you'll be able to see it. Now you'll be able to see it. I hope. Can you see it now? You should be able to see it now.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
thoughts, comments, concerns. Thanks for joining today, guys. Being such a big help. We got up to 4 concurrent viewers for a hot second here today, it looks like. So thank you guys so much for joining. It's fine, Juliet. Yeah, Elena, I hear you, but I'm gonna try to do this one full screen, and I'm already near my limit on terms of the words "former squad" aren't cropped out, Juliet. I mean, and the whole idea, like, if I move it off, then you can see this little bit of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a stamp. I mean, you're saying the clips are too zoomed in?
The truth of the matter is, every third down is...
Like, you would prefer the blurred background, is what you're saying, Elena? Yeah, you're looking at my face right now. You guys are giving me... I know, I hear you, Juliet. Yeah, but Elena, you gotta take yourself out of your shoes and into the shoes of a viewer. They're not worried so much if they can't see his whole body, I don't think. You guys want me to...
The truth of the matter is, every third
Like, I have to...
down and 7, I was saying, the truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I was saying, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Yeah, we've been making a lot of blurred background stuff, Elena. That's why I don't want to do this one with the blurred background. And I hear you. You're not seeing the full clip, but it's way more transformative this way. So it's way, like, we're bringing this into the 2025. So there are some trade-offs with that. You can't see his whole body all the time by doing it this way.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I was saying, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
I'm gonna send it, guys. We're sending it here. I know I don't have your endorsement, but I'm gonna send it still. Gonna send it. Sorry, Elena. I mean, do you have a problem with a particular clip? I just don't. I think we gotta send it here. You want to... the one of him stepping into the end zone. Stepping into the end zone. This one? That one? You gotta mean this one. There's other. Oh, we can.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
Well, I fixed that one for you. You see that? That was some wizardry. Like, no. One took me 1 second. You want me to fix the other one too?
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
I don't know, 100. All right, how are we looking now? Did a couple little. You'll be seeing the video soon.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
That's not too obvious that. Let's see where
The truth
we're
of the
at.
matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto. The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
All right. All right, cool. We're gonna send it here today, guys, because do you like the cropsness better now, Elena? All right, last time we're gonna watch it for the last time. Do we need any text in there? Do we need to say Michael Irvin, playmaker?
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto. The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike.
You think it's better? Thank you.
The truth of the matter is.
All right, guys. What else do we need here?
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
We gotta make this one bigger.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto. Or you go back to the ghetto.
You guys want it the same or a different for that?
Or you go back. Or you go back. Or you go back to the ghetto. Or you go back to the ghetto. The truth of the matter is, third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back.
No, we'll just leave it the same.
Or you go back to the ghetto.
All right. Any thoughts, guys? All right. I'm gonna be right back. If you want to think of your last thoughts, suggestions, I'll play it while I'm gone, and then we'll go from there.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
I think it's pretty good, guys. Thanks, Juliet. Thanks, Elena. Thanks, Clarks. Hopefully hopefully it's good. I think it's good. All right, last time.
The truth of the matter is, every third down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto.
All right. I liked it. I liked it, guys. I think we can send it. I think we can send it here. So I'm going to export it now. 25 seconds. Similar length to the Darryl Green short that we released yesterday. How do we like it compared to the Darryl Green short, guys? What are we thinking? Just as good, not as good, better. All right, stream quality might, you know the deal, guys. We're now uploading. Now uploading to YouTube. Stream quality might dip a little bit here for just a couple minutes. While we upload, we're going to say Michael Irvin. We're going to put a football. Excuse me. I hear you, Elena, but the Darryl Green Open, we love the Darryl Green Open, but it's just Darryl Green is not, there's just not a big, he's not a household name anymore. But again, like I said, yesterday's short, big time success still. It was, it had like a 73% stayed to watch, above 100% average watch time, so thanks, Clarks. Thanks, Clarks. It's definitely not. We'll believe that. Everyone gets better. That's a good idea. We're going to put a football, and then he's got sunglasses. And we'll say Michael Irvin, the playmaker. Or maybe the playmaker, Michael Irvin. Thoughts? Something more clickbaity, maybe? Again, stream is gonna suffer here for a hot second. About 2 minutes left. And put set it to public. You guys on? No, you're on CapCut, my bad. Alright, we're writing our tags here now, guys. Alright, let's watch it on YouTube. You guys on? It's uploaded now. So we're gonna watch it on YouTube real quick. I will not be posting this one on Insta/TikTok. I've been posting on Insta/TikTok, but they get the older stuff and YouTube gets the brand new stuff. So this will not be posted on Insta or TikTok at least till tomorrow. We'll maybe post a Daryl Green show. I will post something else to TikTok and Instagram today, but it'll be already made. Something we already made before today. YouTube, I don't know, you might have missed that conversation, Clarks, but I'm giving YouTube exclusivity because our videos do the best there. So I've just come up with my, a handshake agreement in my head that we're going to post on YouTube first and then post to other places.
The truth of the matter is,
But we are giving YouTube exclusivity at the beginning. No, what the heck? Come on, guys. Come on, YouTube. I was just talking about giving you exclusivity.
the truth of the
Alright. Let's watch
matter
it.
is, every 3rd down and 7, I said, Mike, you run that slant or you go back to the ghetto. The truth.
I like it. I really like it, guys. Thoughts? Thoughts? Comments? Concerns? What are we thinking, guys? Oh, shoot. You might have not been able to hear that. I see that now, but you've seen it a bunch. Related video. We'll put today's live. Haven't put a live there in a while. Although maybe I could put a different, maybe I'll put the Deion Sanders one, something like that. Oh, you heard it? Okay, good. 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 Thanks for all your help, guys. Sorry we were late today. That's my fault. We won't be late again. But better late than never. I'll just say we continue our NFL Living Legends series by highlighting Michael Irvin. He what should we say? I'll be right back. There might be a cat outside. All right. Happy Tuesday, Juliet. Have a nice bike ride. Thanks for joining today. We continue our NFL Living Legends series by highlighting Michael Irvin. He had a legendary career as a player. In college with the Miami Hurricanes. First, then we continue our NFL Living Legend series by highlighting Michael Irvin. He had a legendary career as a player. First in college, with the Miami Hurricanes, then first with the Miami Hurricanes in college, then with the Cowboys in the NFL. Irvin has a unique way with words. And we like to use his quotes as openings for our videos. Facts. Here he provides an inspiring message in a way only he could. It's true. Alright, we continue our NFL Living Legend series by highlighting Michael Irvin. He had a legendary career as a player. First with Miami Hurricanes in college, then with the Cowboys in the NFL. Irvin has a unique way with words, and we like to use his quotes as openings for our videos. Here, he provides an inspiring message in a way only he could. We made this short live on stream. Please subscribe to Former Squad. Please like and subscribe to Former Squad. We'll leave it at that. Thoughts, guys? Seems pretty like you can't see it, but I wrote it there somewhere. What's the name of the song? Any other ideas, guys? Anything else you want me to say in the description? Seems good. Any other tags we can add? 90s Cowboys. Did I say Miami Hurricanes? The U. NFL Living Legends. Miami Hurricanes, best players ever. Cowboys, best players ever. Best wide receiver ever. Cowboys, 88. Dopamine, nostalgia, Former Squad. Slant route, touchdown, dance, best NFL celebrations, wide receiver touchdown. Okay, thank you. Touchdown. All right, guys. We'll cut just a couple more. I mean, did I put Troy Aikman, Jimmy Johnson. I said maybe University of Miami football. NFL top 100. NFL best receivers ever. Oops. All right, that's good. That's 495 characters out of 500. Okay, guys, I did the Dion video as a related video. What do you think? I think that's fine. I mean, or I could might as well do the Daryl Green one. You know, get them watching the Daryl Green one. I feel like people who watch the Michael Irvin video would appreciate the Daryl Green one. You know what I'm saying? You guys cool with that? If I make the Daryl Green one the related video, it's more recent. Maybe it gives it a boost. They work somewhat close to contemporaries. I think Irvin was maybe 5 years younger or so than Daryl Green. Makes Daryl Green's career impressive. It was. He started in the league 5 years before Irvin and played for another 5 years. Now, Michael Irvin got hurt. And that's why he had to retire. Okay, so we'll do Daryl Green as the related video. I've been using Jerry Rice and Dion too much. Might as well do Daryl Green. Plus, it's... Alright, guys, so we'll hit publish here. If anybody can say your piece. But yeah, we're going to hit publish. Thanks so much for joining the stream today, guys. Sorry I was late. Woohoo! Yeah, I guess I gotta be better at like getting hyped and saying woo. I'll get there. We're getting people hyped through our content though, big time. So with the hype dopamine nostalgia, I can put hype as a tag. Might as well. I've got dopamine and nostalgia in there, right? Yep. Might as well put hype. Okay. Perfect. 500. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm thinking we're going to start spinning wheels on Wednesdays, guys. Wednesday wheels and Friday. I mean, might as well spin the wheels more than once. It's everybody's favorite part of the week. Should we do it twice? That'll be a teaser for tomorrow if we're spinning the wheels or not. So tune in case we spin the wheels. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much to you guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for helping me make these and supporting our channel. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Let me hit post first before I forget. Alright, so you saw that. It's live. We'll share it. Thanks so much, Elena, Clarks, Juliet, everybody who's out there supporting. Appreciate it very much. Hope everybody has a great day. Alright, Elena's kicking me out. No, I'm just kidding. It's time to go. It's already 1 o'clock. Juliet's back. Could have another gimmicky thing. Well, maybe wheels on Wednesday. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. But I hope everybody has a great day. Juliet, have a great bike ride. Everybody have a great rest of your day. And yeah, we'll talk soon. I'll see you tomorrow.